Is it working? Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to some more Gwent. We are here to feature a new deck as well as a small announcement, just in case you guys are not aware. When this particular season will end and the next season will start, that will be at the end of February, beginning of March, 28th first. A new game mode will be added to Gwent, a new and exciting arena format. It's gonna be somewhat similar to like Hearthstone, in the idea that you have, several random cards that you pick one from in order to build your deck. However, unlike regular constructed decks, in the arena format, you can pick cards from any class you want. There's no like the cards that you can receive as choices to pick from are not like restricted to the classes that there are. So we're gonna have some pretty insane combination out there, and there's also not gonna be any limit to the amount of legendaries or silver that you have in your deck, like there are in the regular decks. You can only have 4 golds and 6 silvers. It's That's not gonna happen over there. So yeah, quite excited to see what that brings out. We'll be up with more details obviously on the channel. I will play it as soon as it comes out. I'm already saving ore in order to be able to pay for it, and depending on how enjoyable I find it, I might play it more or less, but I'll definitely have at least one episode showcasing it off, like my first experience of it. Anyway, for the deck for today, we have SWAPA'TAEL. That is a Scoia'tael deck based around the swapping ability, or mulligan, if you want to use a more card-oriented specific term. This is a pretty powerful deck that I've seen while climbing the ladder with my regular Nilfgaard and Northern Realms deck. It has obviously a lot of I mean, not a lot, but a few card synergy with the swapping. Obviously, Word Dancer is one of them. The most important one is the Riot Vanguard, which boosts elves allies by 1 when you play it, and also whenever you swap it. And obviously, pretty much all the cards that you have in your deck are elves. The deck also has a lot of ambush cards, Malena, Toruviel, and Sappers, so that makes Isengrim pretty good to pick it out from the deck. However, there will be a new legendary coming up, by the way, in the new expansion that brings out the arena. Also brings a couple of new cards, only legendaries, but it's gonna be a new one to counter that. Also, you also have Jorvert, which was also a very powerful synergy card for elves, and it still is. It has been changed since last time I saw it. It's now, instead of being a 7 that deals 7 damage, it's a 6 that deals 8, which I think it's better, in my opinion. It also runs Shiro, which I think it's a pretty solid card with the Scorch ability. There's been a certain period of time in which pretty much no one played Scorch, so no one played around it, and you can always surprise them with a Shiro into Scorch, or with Epidemic as well. You can hit it, but you have to be careful. They would have to be smaller than 4, otherwise you just hit Shiro with it. And obviously Siri Nova, be a pretty powerful finisher. And obviously all the cards are only 2 off, so you can get that Siri Nova out there. It has also Roach and Alioren, which bounce from the deck when you play a legendary and when you play 5 elven allies, respectively. The archers to line up the Scorch. And that's just a few support cards here and there, and that's mostly about it. And now you see the leader, Francesca, which swaps a card and allows you to pick the card that you want to swap it with, and if it's a unit, it also boosts it by 3. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and play a couple of matches with it and see how it goes on. I'm not that proficient with this deck yet. Like, I haven't played it as much as the other decks, like the Witcher Alchemy deck, or the Monsters deck, or the
I shall make Nilfgaard great again.
Just other decks.
My folk have suffered
what I'm
much.
trying to say is that I might not be as good with the deck. So we obviously don't want this. We can take this out, and it will be on the field, and we can take this one out.
Fast for you, Dwan.
And we already have two things out on the field, and what we could do is we can just end the turn here, and he would have to play something substantial to put it out. Or we could just, you know, play it normally. We have all the legendaries, by the way. That's pretty ridiculous.
Only death here for Dwan.
These are not very good. I guess we'll play this.
Your death will avenge us, Dwan.
Because it's an elf, so with one more elf we can pick out the thing, unless he just surrenders this turn, which is totally plausible.
Move!
Interesting choice. Slave driver. Obviously this won't do anything, but it's about as much as you could expect. So, yeah.
You shall taste of your own medicine.
Ooh, yeah. He knows what's up. So he did that in order to avoid the elves, but we have Yorvert, very good here. I think we should actually wait on it. The thing is that the more you wait, obviously the less value you get because you play all these things, but I do think we should wait.
Your own medicine.
Is not
Know if anyone's got any hooks left.
what I'm looking for over here. I'm trying to align them in case I pick out the ambush one that
Back in line.
does stuff. That like
You
buffs
should not have come
things.
here.
Interesting. I think this is a good Yorvert here.
I am who I need to be.
Picks out the Roach as well. We have a pretty substantial point difference. And if we just bring out the card with ambush, I think he will pass. I mean, I'm not sure why he doesn't pass yet. There you go. He finally decided to do it. This will probably mean that the next turn will be... We still don't want that. Right. That can go away. Thank you very much. Can just do a dry pass here, basically. So we maintain equal card footing. We could also go for it and try to force 2-0. He played that, and he didn't have an alchemy card, or I can't remember. Can you not play an alchemy card? Like if you don't want, can you just ignore playing an alchemy card? I'm not familiar with that. Everything seems to be fine in my hand. I think we'll just keep everything. We'll try to see what we can get out.
Fight for the Emperor and you might be free.
Obviously the Dragoon will be out first to start buffing
You should not have come here.
my things. This is very annoying,
Alright.
but alright.
Onward, Fryhead!
It's also a bit unusual. Usually when you see Usurper you expect the spies, but it seems that it's a Witcher deck. That seems, you know, very unusual. Let's just put it that way.
What?
The advantage is that he doesn't have that many Witchers in his graveyard, and by that many I mean none at all. So he cannot resurrect them using the ointment. That's pretty good. So the idea will be to just keep on swapping. Yeah, that seems weird, but anyway, keep on swapping the Dragoon. Not the Dragoon, the Vanguard, which will keep buffing my elves. It's a pretty good ambush card, and I think we're just gonna play it. It can hit a Witcher or the Slave Driver, and it's a pretty solid point. He might target it with something, but
not in the spell books.
If he does, that's means that the next ambush card will be free to you know, happen. Right, let's see what else. He will be able to buff it if he wants. He's gonna play his leader. This is gonna be interesting. What leader he'll pick up and what he'll do with it.
Too long have we tolerated weak, sniveling emperors.
Nice. I never heard that battle cry before. Oh, it gets John Calvé. That's pretty solid. Into freaking Vilgefort, which draws Roach. Okay, so it went kind of back and forth. Let's just say it like that. I mean, I think this is a pretty good Scorch, if you ask me. It could be better, but we shouldn't, you know, push too hard for it. Ah, fuck it, we'll just
good human is a dead human.
Put this one up. And at this point he'll be confused out of his mind as to, you know, what the hell is this guy trying to play. Alright, Vesemir into the Witcher, I mean the Nilfgaard Alchemy card. He is very far ahead on points, but we do have Ciri Nova and Shiru. And obviously the two ambush cards, like, you don't have to forget these, don't count for the point total until they get revealed. So, yeah. It's a lot of points. But we did get that. He did get it on this row, so he will be able to play... whatchamacallit. I forgot its name. Let's see what we hit here. And I'm not sure if it matters that much. There it goes. Finally, Aelrin pops out of the deck. We are on equal cards footing, and he's the one on the play.
How did that incantation go?
That hit that one. That's not good. That was what we were trying to avoid here. So what we'll do, I mean, we have to, unfortunately, we'll have to go ahead and target this with a thing. And I mean, I guess at this point he realizes what's going to happen. Like, there's no way in hell you'd target that for no reason. So he'll probably try to buff one of those beyond 12. Interesting choice of cards. I've seen this Black Blood played a couple of times. He didn't get as much as he would have wanted, I guess.
What do you want?
Alright, I think that's as best as we can get. I mean, he might have the card that buffs a Witcher by 25, but he doesn't have that Witcher to... I mean, he doesn't get as much value from buffing Vesemir with it. And anything else, I mean... I don't know. Using the ointments or slave drivers.
They can hide, but there is no escape.
Fairly well. I guess we are going to go ahead, swap this out, and bring this one in, which we are going to play, and buff up our entire board full of elves. Shiru is elf, Isengrim is elf, Ida, Emin, Ape, Sivney, Aelrin, Francesca, basically everything. I mean, we won't be able to buff Toruviel because it's flipped, but that's about it. And then we also have Ciri Nova after that, and once again, there you go, that was the card I was saying, but it's not that relevant.
Death to humans!
The thing is that he's the one on the play, so we get to have the final play, and that's very important, because if he has like a reactive card, he won't be able to play it. Like that one, for example.
Let it be so.
Let it be
Don't
so.
make me laugh.
And we won quite decisively.
Let it one.
So it was an alchemy deck, but it was made, I don't know, differently, I guess. We'll go for one more match. That was a pretty long match. Took like fucking 10 minutes, so... But it would be too short to leave an episode after just one match, so we'll go for one more. And it looks like it's gonna be a mirror match.
We do what must be done.
This is gonna be challenging. Obviously we swap this one out. I mean, we could swap this one out as well, and it would buff the thing that we have on board now. But I think we'll keep it and maybe swap it with Francesca.
Dance of death! Ha! Ha!
Interesting choice. Right. Do we want to get the ambush card out, or... I don't think yet, so we'll just do this. I mean, Mahakam Defender is pretty good, but I think we will go for the Bowman simply because it's an elf, so, you know, that's more bodies that can get buffed.
Everything all right?
I do think everything is alright, if you ask me.
I shall not fail!
And he already brought that one out, so that was a pretty aggressive play on his part. I think we'll play this, which will bring our own.
Everything all right?
So this is a more spell-oriented
Have
deck.
strength, my love.
He is really drawing through the deck. Jesus. I think this one is with the Swordmaster, actually, if I remember my stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go play Francesca, shuffle this out, and I think we'll just bring Yorvert into our hand, which can execute something pretty effectively and buff up our entire hand, and if not, then, you know, I mean, that's the point of the card. I don't think there's nothing else that he can do, alright? It's just that. We can also move this unit with the dwarf unit that we can get from Elven Scout, so that's a little bit more synergy out of that. And we are pretty far ahead on points, so not exactly. I'm thinking I'm far ahead on points because of the legendary cards that I have in my hand, which are pretty powerful. But just a simple card like that brings it right back up. Right on. Sure, let's play this.
Only death here for Dwan.
Guess we'll go for the defender. So here's the thing. If he plays another card, we'll just pass. And we'll have both carryover and card advantage. If he doesn't play any cards, we'll play just one more card and we'll win.
Now we will see who is weak.
Alright, well, here we go. But yeah, this really looks like the Sword Master deck. It looks like a deck that has a lot of freaking draw. Like, he wants to thin his deck significantly for one reason or the other. And then some, you know. I don't think we want to keep Melina. It's back and forth, but he goes for it. That's unbelievable. Alright, well, we'll
onward, Fryhead!
Go with this and start buffing ourselves up. I'm guessing
no such thing.
There's that. I suppose we can play our own Yorvert. It's as good a time as any. And I think that will be a pass on his side. I don't think he would want to. Yeah, there you go. Continue. But he did pretty well. He did force me to play. So while we are on equal cards, the problem is that we are, or that I am. I mean, I have Shiro, so I'm gonna have to keep it. The problem is that I am on the draw, so I have to be careful what I play, and I'll be he's gonna have to play he's gonna be able to play the last card, so he's gonna be able to play reactively if he wants, while I can only play
what must be done.
proactively, and that can be problematic. Though might not realize it. So I'm not exactly hoping too much on this match, but you know, one can dream. Gonna go ahead,
Good human is a dead human.
play this, just set and forget. 14 points. And then it's basically more points if you manage to hit a 5 power dude, but it has to be specifically a 5 power dude. Right. Suppose we can play that as well.
Blood and neck ends.
Take this one out, buff our hand, bring something in. It's not great, but it's not terrible. We have to see how we
Blood and neck ends.
holy shit, 15 points? What the hell is that? Alright. We'll have to be very careful on how we use Shiro, obviously, and we will have to use it before we drop Sirinova. Although, no, not really.
Don't leave me here.
That's a very bad play. Can I bring them both to... I don't think so. Oh well, I just forfeit that play to that Resurrect was so bad that he was just ashamed of himself. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just end this over here. I mean, you know, the second game was maybe not as enthusiastic as the first one, but I think that gave you a pretty much rough idea about what to expect. I just fucking realized now that I only have 5 out of 6 silvers in this deck. Did I just play with a deck that was... I just shot myself in the leg with this deck? How the hell did I... What silver was it that I missed? Wait. I think it was the Morana's runestone. I can't remember off the top of my head though. It could have been this one as well, just so you like deal damage. I know it wasn't more, and like I know you want a lot of ambushes, but I think like that would be too many. Alias could work as well. Oh, or maybe I think it might have been Yavin. Yeah, just for the card draw. Probably Yavin, if I were to guess. Yeah. I've been playing with a deck that I can't believe. Alright, that was pretty funny. It further proves that it's a very powerful deck when you don't even need to have a complete deck in order to win matches with it. And at master rank, like, let's not kid ourselves, we are not playing at like freaking beginners rank over here. We are at master's rank, as you can see over here. Like if I could only show my position, I think I'm I don't know, leaderboards, there you go. 27,000 global and 19,000 in Europe. I think that's pretty substantial. I even have a positive win rate, which is really good. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you next time on Another Game to Me. Bye bye.